Did you know that the difference between an 80 percentile and a 99 percentile at the CAT is just 4 questions per section? Yes, you heard me right, 4 questions. That's one misread question, one silly mistake, one good or bad decision, and boom, you are either in an IM or you are not. So that brings us to the obvious question. Is CAT more a test of luck than it is a test of skill? Let's explore. Every year, CAT throws in surprises. The number of questions changes, the DILR set types shift, and also there could be a change in the marking scheme of the entire test as well. And when do we get to know this? We don't get to know this till the test starts. So while change is good to test adaptability, it creates a lot of anxiousness and nervousness in students who are taking the test, especially those who are taking it in the first slot. Now understand that you are not just solving the test, you are trying to learn the rules of a game while you are actually playing it. Now think of this. You might get arithmetic, someone else might get algebra. You might get a simple DILR set, someone else might get a complicated DILR set. You might see a passage which is very easy to read and solve, someone else might get philosophy. Yes, normalization takes care of all the variances across the various slots. But you have to understand one thing. As much as the test wants to call itself a common admission test, it's not exactly a common test when different people are attempting different sets of questions. Every year, there are 4 to 5 questions that spark raging debates once the response sheets are out. There are questions in DILR wherein an assumption is not mentioned. There are questions in quant that are missing a key data point. And there are RC questions wherein 2 options might seem very close to each other in terms of logic and interpretation. Now what happens in these kind of cases is you prepare with precision but get tested on ambiguity. In fact, it so happens in a lot of cases that an erroneous question goes undetected till after the test is over. Now let's talk about something very few people understand. There is normalization to make sure that everybody is tested at the same level. Now normalization is math, but the point here is the scores are equated across slots based on the level of difficulty after the test is done. So it depends on how students have performed in various slots. So unlike globally administered tests like the GMAT or the GRE, which are adaptive, CAT isn't. And that creates a lot of difference because 2 people attempting the same question might end up getting different percentiles on the basis of who has taken the test in their slots. Now let's say you prepare very well for the test, but you have a personal emergency, a medical emergency say for example, or you have just not slept well. Then what happens? Nothing. Because CAT happens only once a year, you have to be in the best frame of mind when you are going to take the test. There are no retakes, there are no second chances that you are going to get, and there is no coming back if you do not do well on that day when CAT is conducted. So would you say that all these are because of a lack of skill? No, it's just life showing up at the wrong place at the wrong time. So yes, to a certain extent, luck does play a part when it comes to you cracking the CAT. But here comes the plot twist. CAT, of course, has a bit of luck involved, but you can create your own luck. In fact, there is this famous quote that goes like this. I have always been a big believer in luck, and I have seen that the harder I work, the luckier I get. So what you can do to reduce the impact of luck on your score is you take a lot of mocks and put yourself in situations wherein you are dealing with ambiguous questions, you are dealing with uncertainties that you might come across on the day of the test, you are analyzing your tests well and are going ahead from strength to strength. If you do all these things properly over the next few months, you eliminate luck to a significant extent and your luck will be in your own hands when you are going to take the test. So while CAT may be a little unfair, life after CAT is going to be even more unpredictable. And that is what you are preparing for. So stay sharp, stay steady and give yourself the best possible shot at cracking the CAT.